Hey guys, welcome back to Little Piece of Heaven Farm. I can see we're back home now after that settling trip to that KOA that has that movie theater. Anyway, I got the camper sitting here. I got it's hooked up to the house, so it'll keep the refrigerator cool. And one of the things I've noticed on the trip was the brakes on my truck, particularly the front brakes. So I went and got some new brake pads for it, and we're going to go ahead and swap those out. To make it easier to get back in here, just turn your tires. Make it easier to get this bolt out. And you want to take a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, poke it through the little slot right here, and push that piston back into the caliper. And it'll make it a lot easier to get this out. If you're having a hard time to get the pistons moved in, you may have to crack this open to bleed out the brake fluid. It's the only other way I know about doing it. Yeah, I went ahead and took it all off. It's not even really coming out of there. So it should be really easy to move this over now. Now they're on the back side. You gotta take this off on top and one on the bottom. I've done research and they keep telling me it takes a T50. Well, it's a good thing I had a set of these, because it actually takes a T47. Now they don't come out all the way, so I'm trying to force it all the way out. And it is spring loaded. And you should be able to pop off. You got to grab that nut back there that you loosen. See how it's spring loaded, you got to pull it out. There we go. Comes right off. Set that aside. And now these brakes here should just slide out. But there's nothing on that one. I don't know if you can see it there. Definitely worn that down pretty good. Got my money's worth on that, you could say. All right, here's the new ones. Plenty of pad on that. There they go. Okay. You want to make sure you have these pistons pushed in all the way. Go ahead and tighten them up. And put your brake fluid line back on there. Don't forget to put that copper right there. There you go. That copper washer back on. Okay, there's one thing I forgot to do. I need to bleed the brakes, seeing how I did mess with the brake lines. So let's go and get that taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. You want to make sure this is filled up to the top, because when you bleed the brakes, some of the fluid's going to come out, and you don't want to get air into it. All right, let's go ahead and hook up the hose to it. Just as a fishing aquarium tubing, clear tubing, I'm going to hook it onto the bleed valve and stick it in this jar. And you want to put some of the fresh fluid in here, so the other end is in the fluid itself, because when you release the brake, it's going to suck some of the fluid back through the lines. So you want to make sure that this end is buried in the fluid, so you don't suck air back in the lines and you have to start all over. All right, there you go. It has a little cover that I took off. This is 3/8 inch wrench. To loosen it, I have a aquarium tubing here, clear tubing into a jar. I got some brake fluid in there, so that way, because it will suck fluid back in. So having that hose buried in there will prevent air from getting sucked back in. All right, let's go ahead and bleed this brakes. Should only take about 3 or 4 pumps. All right, I did about 4 pumps. Go ahead and tighten that back up. All right. All right, there it is, all taken care of. New brakes in the front, got them bleeded. You start on the passenger side first and then the driver's side when you bleed the fronts. And the back ones were okay, so I must replace those a couple years ago. There's a lot of pad left on those. So anyway, it's all taken care of, and if you still want to hang out, I got some deer footage that I have on my property. Anyway, catch you guys in the next one.